All right. Um, since I'm live, and let me say this: that yesterday's live stream, right? Let me talk about yesterday's live stream was 9 hours long, and that was exhausting at the end of it because um, I went to sleep like a baby, and didn't even get back up until around like 6 o'clock, this evening. Man, that was um, but I'm glad I was off at a day off yesterday and so forth. So yeah, it was going on, man. I'm still kind of tired and beat up from that live stream, Lewis. So yeah, peace to you. But let me at first, I might do a video on this, pre-record video on this, on why on why to have my opinion. See, I'm not going to rush to judgment. And what I'm talking about is what happened to the lady that was hit with the brick. I'm gonna withhold my judgment, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna withhold my judgment. Because at first, I went gun ho about it. Right, I went all out, gun ho, like ooh, man, niggas, what's wrong with these Negroes? Woo, 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 right? But then when I saw some other footage from the same person, the lady in question, I I I I s- I withdrawn. Um, I actually withdrawn from being on the bandwagon. You see, the problem is in our society, sensationalism, social media has allowed sensationalism to run rampant, right? And I got more questions than answers by what I saw in the first video and in the activity of the other videos surrounding said person. Everybody's on this. Oh, black men ain't this. Black men ain't ish. I heard that on somebody's channel, right? I heard a blue pill simp. You know what? You know what? I'm going to address a bald headed red pillar, and a bald headed blue pillar. I got to address those two men directly because what they do, they they play into they play into the division of the masses. See, for me, facts matter, right? Facts always matter to me. I think if we're going to strive towards justice, right? If you're going to strive towards justice, then therefore you have to imply truth, not your ideology, not your politics, not your pandering for female fans, or pandering for young men, for young for donations from angry young lost men. The truth matters, and I'm gonna withhold my judgment. I withdrawn rather my judgment because I did say when I saw the first video, I was like, man, that's screwed up. That's some nonsense right there. So I'm gonna withhold my judgment until I see other evidence. See, the problem is, and no, don't you come in here talking about, oh, I'm making excuses. Oh, it's because it's a black woman. If anybody who comes in here and say that, I'm giving you the boot. Okay, I'm giving you the boot. Um, I'm blocking you. I'm banning you, blocking you, and everything else. Because let's get beyond that. All right. Because the thing is, this is no longer. about how you feel. This is about the quest for the truth. And I don't got time to sit there and hear you saying the same damn thing, how bad I am as a heterosexual male. I'm not going to hear that no more, because I heard that too many times, especially in that disrespectful tone. However, going back to the topic, something's not really adding up. And what's not adding up is is a couple things though. Because we know that within the past 15 years, 15, 20 years, we have seen people using the internet and putting their own body in harm's way to create a story or a narrative or create a movement. That's why I said though the other night, this is somewhat of a false flag. It's kind of like remember I like that video of the woman that walked for 10 hours in New York when that was something fishy behind that. Then there was it was kind of exaggerated what was going uh on the streets of people, quote unquote, cat calling her. Now, having said that, there was a clip in that video of that Negro that was following her for 7 minutes in the video, stalking her for 7 minutes on that video. That's the only thing that made sense. Then though, we got the issue with Brian Banks, right? Brian Banks was you know, was falsely accused, knowing that against common sense, against physics, the law of physics, how can one person be in the classroom and in outside the classroom in a stairway forcing himself on somebody? How can the person be in the classroom and then doing the activity, the criminal, the act in a stairway? Like had Brian Banks astral project himself outside the classroom in a couple seconds, and then grab old girl, and then you know and did that despicable, and did that falsified act. The whole world put Brian Banks in prison and believed that he committed that crime, because we allow feelings, not facts. We allow prejudices, not evidence, in our decision making in law and in life. So I refuse to be Jussie Smollett. I refuse to be Smollett into this conversation. Now, like I said, I'm going to sit there and actually look at it, look at all of what was said, what was done. And it was something what Sexy Red said though the other night. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, if all these men was not doing anything, and you have your phone out yelling at these men, telling these men, y'all sorry, you stupid, this, that, and the third. And you got this punk idiot sitting right there. Oh, what do you want us to do? I'm so tired of you black men asking that question. What you supposed to do? Negro, say nothing and shut up. Because the thing is, going back to the point, while she had her phone out doing all that, and Sexy Red made a great point. Why didn't she call the police? Why waste the battery time trying to show the entire world, live streaming to the entire world of these niggas that stand on the street looking stupid and dumb? That should be the first act. Now, when Sexy Red said it, I kind of like, wait a minute, let me rewind that for a minute. That tells me that doesn't sound right. And to me, it sounded like this was somewhat of a performance um performance art. And in performance art is like a it's like creating a narrative using real life people. And no, don't come in here and say, oh, the guy who hit her in the brick, oh, she was asking for it. Or no, no. If you come in here and saying that, I'm saying to you red pill dudes who talk about, oh man, she's coming here and asking for it. You know what's gonna happen to you? I'm gonna block and ban your ass too. Along with the divestors and the simps, you so-called red pill Negroes, you red pill idiots who talk about she's asking for it, and that's how black women are. I'm blocking you too. Because the thing is, I'm like what MOT said. Some of y'all should not be breathing. Okay, on both sides. Okay, because we got to start being a thinking people and stop being a feeling people. And I will not be just Judge Justice Smollett again. I remember what happened to Judge Justice Smollett, right? Justice Smollett said a couple of white men jumped him in Chicago as he went to Subway. But a couple days later, we add in some other things like the weather, how cold it was in Chicago, how the time of night, what part of Chicago he was in, and it didn't add up. So I mean, like I'm like, what neo-Nazi white men is gonna hang up in the South Side of Chicago? Why would you go out for a salad at Subway at 2 in the morning and there is a blizzard? You know, we got to start making sense around here and stop being led and stop having some people in here leading us on some bullshit. See, the court of public opinion is a problem in society. See, the court of public opinion is always based upon people's prejudices and based upon fear, fear and hate is what. That's why that's why when I saw the other day on Red Bad Guy's channel when that sorry ass Negro used uh the court of public opinion against his own wife, his soon to be ex-wife. That was like, okay, that's just a play to make yourself look good again in the company of bums. Now we already live in a divided society. The black community online, the online black community world is divided between men and women, the gender war and all that crap. The women with their trauma bonding, the men with their trauma bonding, and you add on the stupidity, add on to the foolishness. So that's what the problem with the court of public opinion. I have a problem with that. I believe in an equal, fair jury um, to decide what's really is what really is the problem. You know, and that's what I'm saying, JD Miles. The court of public opinion thinks that your opinions are facts. That's why I said I'm gonna withhold this one. This one, this one is not like this one is not like Carlisha Hood. Okay, when it comes to Carlisha Hood, when it comes to the Carlisha Hood issue, am I still live? Press one if y'all can still hear me. All right, press one if y'all can still hear me. Let me put that down. I guess so. I am okay. Never mind. So like the Carlisha Hood issue, I back what happened to Carlisha Hood and Carlisha Hood's son because her son have every right to send that Negro straight to hell. All right, but you got bum idiots from the red pill community, these manosphere types, try to use her son is one of these black sons that came from a single parent household and he doesn't know what a real man is and you're hearing that stupid ass patriarchal crap, right? Not knowing the fact instead of focusing on the guy who beat up this boy's mama, who also went ahead and burned down, he tried to burn down, set fire to his girlfriend's house, and done many series of violent acts. But y'all want to blame the 14-year-old and his black mama under the skies of where are the fathers at? So for any of you women who got a problem with me because I decided not to kiss the ass of some of your simp mangina blue pill um um hosts, well, you you can take that and you can do everything you want with it. Stick it up where it gives you pleasure. I don't know because I'm not here to play. I'm not here to see. For me, the truth matters to me. Not your accusations. And what's so pissed off about this is like again, I'm not going to place my judgment on the woman. Let me repeat myself again. Let me make myself absolutely clear. I'm not going to place my judgment on the woman, on the lady who was victimized, right? Because I don't have enough evidence to see if because I need the whole evidence on that part. And I'm sure I will make a retraction when more evidence comes in. But one thing I don't like is how some of you guys on here, a certain someone on YouTube who wants to pander, who want to get on their high horse. Right. See, see. Here's the thing. I'm about to go here with that one. I'm about to go here with that one. So somebody had tagged me in a video, in a couple videos, right? Now, let me tell to the person who's tagging me on the title of their video. I know what your ass is doing. Let me tell you what you're doing. What you're doing is this. Um, you want me to become the fall guy because you tag me and you tag the woman that everybody have a problem with. And then you put down the blue pill simp who hosts this woman all the time on his panel. Knowing the fact that her and the other couple of women on who frequent on that blue pill simps channel likes to flag people, take their channels down. So because you lost your channel, you lost both three of your channels, you decide to tag me into it and tag her name into it because you want me to get the brunt of the punishment. Don't do that shit. I don't need your help in dealing with that blue pill simp over there. See, and having said that, the other woman, got on his live stream yesterday and put out a threat, or 2 days ago, put out a threat talking about if anybody make an anti channel, an anti blanky blank channel, we going to flag. We're going to report. We're going to Google. We're gonna go to StreamYards and have y'all channels removed and woo 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 woo. So I know what your ass is doing. I refuse to play in that. I refuse to play the fall guy for your bullshit because you not creative enough and man enough to address that nigga by your damn self and address that woman by your damn self. So I don't need nobody's help in addressing DJ Torch. I don't need nobody's help for that. So don't tag me again on your bullshit, please. I respectfully ask you, please do not tag me in your shit. I'm being for real on that. Knowing how they act. Because I'm not gonna be somebody's fall guy or used as a bullet shield, a bulletproof vest, a ballistic shield because you lost two three channels already. Because you're not smart enough. You're not smart enough to sit there and and engage them. You know, and the thing is with you are the type of nigga that would harass these people. All your videos, your channels is about harassing them. I'm not gonna be used as a harassment. Operation Human Shield. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, somebody try to use me as a human shield. Just because I got a problem with Torch doesn't mean I'm going to be y'all's human shield because you lost a couple of channels. Because some of y'all and a lot of y'all are not smart enough to have a conversation with them in the first place. If you want to address Torch, you do that by your goddamn self. I don't need help. And one thing I do find sickening about that, you keep using the image of creative solutions. You see, that's why people get. That's why people like you give those women over there ammunition. People like you give them ammunition. The people who want to do all the trauma bonding and then they start go around YouTube flagging everybody. No, you give them ammunition to do that shit. And I'm gonna say it like this: um, Creative Solutions does not deserve that shit because that was creepy in itself. And stop giving people that's a problem with some of you so called guys in these so called men's movements, these men's group. Y'all never advocate for actual men. Y'all just advocate just to harass some of these women online. All right, that's what y'all do. And no, Like I said, I don't want to talk to any of them women. I really don't over there because we know that your boy over there is pandering, just like that lie he did on Saturday, saying, "Well, I was on Sexy Red's channel. No, I was on a channel, on a woman's channel. He won't name whose channel it was. But it was Sexy Red talking about, yeah, man, all these men was acting a fool, woo, woo, woo." And I'm like, nigga, the only one who was yelling and screaming was you and Pastor $40. Everybody else was being calm, cool, collected. But you create a narrative, a false narrative of all the black men that was on Sexy Red's channel. I'm talking about Torch now. Was out there being belligerent, yelling, screaming, bellicose, all that shit. So I know what the fuck your ass was doing, Torch. And you won't be honest to tell all those women what really happened. You adding on things on. That's why though you are a slime ball. You create a false narrative to prove a point and use other people as guinea pigs. That did not work on me. See, the thing is, you expected me to come out of pocket and expect me to cuss your ass out, even though your ass deserve it. I didn't. I didn't even cuss your ass out, even though your ass deserve it though. Yeah, you actually you deserve to be roasted and cooked. But see, the thing is, I've been on YouTube long enough, and I know people like you and their game. I'm not dumb. Everybody else is, but I'm not. I know what your game is. You create a situation, you act a fool, expecting everybody else to act a fool with you. The only one who was acting a fool was Pastor and Sexy Red. But you gonna sit there and blame all the men for being reckless when Sexy Red was screaming, yelling, everything else herself. And no, I'm not here to attack Sexy Red. And that's part of the reason why I left the live stream because I know that you was going to spin a negative, a punk ass narrative that like you try to put out on Saturday evening. That's why I can't stand your guts. You act like you try to be on a crusade. You try to be on this crusade of you know for these women, but in actuality, you making a war between men and women based upon a lie. And that whole thing with Peso Man, in Uganda, homosexuality is a death penalty case. But you're going to accuse Peso Man of engaging in homosexuality. You say, yeah, I got proof. I got proof. But you out here talking about how black men kill other black men. But yet you try to you use an evidence from a woman who said she want black men to be exterminated by the hands of white men. She gave you evidence, quote unquote, to say, oh, Peso Man was getting his back blown out in Uganda. See, that's why I'm looking at you sideways. And then though you are going to give me your email, nigga. We already emailed you a few months ago, telling you that bullshit that went on to your channel, and here is you sitting on your ass, act like you didn't see what you saw in that chat, that private chat. I can't stand somebody when they're pandering. That's kind of like a Hillary. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton type of politics, just pandering. Oh, I'm a pander for votes. We gonna tell black people to vote Democrat. And yes, I am a Democrat. I'm telling you this. We gonna tell black people to vote Democrat because oh, Republicans are racist. But y'all never select. I'm gonna use the Clintons right now. Y'all never select a black man to be Secretary of State, or a black person rather to be Secretary of State. Every black person is always below on the totem pole in your presidential cabinets. But then you act surprised when Obama beat y'all 8 years later and shit in the GOP on the Democratic 2008 primary. It's interesting how these movements gain steam when they seem to lose momentum. Yeah, yeah. Freddie said, "Bitch, have you noticed some of these panda bears are being accused?" Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I see it. I see it. You know, I'm not going to accuse this person of being an abuser, but I see that how Amiri Brown, right? Amiri Brown, prime example. Amiri always talking about, yeah. Black men need to do this. Black men need to treat black women right. Okay, Mary Brown, you're right, but you didn't treat your co-host right. You dumped your first co-host. I forgot her name. Nice lady, by the way. Nice lady, by the way. You dump her because you want to get with City G. You want City G to be on your channel and made her the co-host, and you kick your homegirl to the side just for clicks and views. Now that's disrespecting black women. You disrespect you black female hosts by doing that crap. Everybody around here with that self righteous bullshit. I know people say, "Well, Big J, why are you going on these simps?" Don't worry about it, cause you red pill dudes about to get it too. So on my last live stream I did yesterday, right? We were talking about the Warren and the Nene, right? And you got one of these red pill dudes says something that made no sense, that was so contradictory. So one of these Negroes said, "Well, Aries." He was talking to educated Aries. He said, "Educated Aries, you need your ass beat for sending a Valentine's card to the Nene." I said, "Okay, you're right. Won't the what Aries did is wrong. It constitute get people putting hands and feet on your ass, right?" But then, as the Negro trying to SBE on educated Aries, he turned right back around and said, "Yeah, man, I have sex. I sleep with two married women," and act like what he said was that he's proud of it. Some of y'all just need to shut the fuck up. Some of y'all just really need to shut the hell up around me. And it's like what MOT said. What the hell was? Oh, okay, never mind. That was the wash machine. I'm like, what the hell was that? Okay, but anyway, um got the nerve to SEB somebody for 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 a non-married man to send a married woman a car, but yet you out here having extramarital affairs with married women yourself. See, some of y'all really need to shut up, sit down somewhere. Y'all don't have the right to be, and that's why MOT said some of y'all should not be breathing air. Okay, that's one thing I have to agree with MOT. Some of y'all come up on here with that hypocritical argument, that hypocritical argument, and act like that what y'all saying is righteous and shit. No, you are not righteous. Just stop. See, and the thing is, black people, I'm saying this right now, as black people, y'all think shaming is going to change the world. No, it's not. You're not going to shame nobody because you don't have the power to enforce that shaming. You can't take away nobody's money. You don't have the power to do that. You don't have the power to hire and fire. You don't have the power to jail anybody. So who is you? So who is you trying to the judge? No, what you need to do is worry about your damn self and shut the fuck up and get out the way. That's what y'all need to do. Is get the hell out the way. And just because I'm on this red pill dude, you a blue pill simps, y'all, I'm talking to y'all too. Don't come to me talking about Big J, you disrespect a black woman. Nigga, you disrespect black more black women than I have ever had. While you sit on your punk ass live stream and make these little punk ass scenarios and making shit up as you go with it, trying to pander to these hateful ass women on your channel. But he never asked himself. See, the thing is, and I blame Pastor $40 for this shit, right? I blame Pastor $40. So the thing is, there was a whole lot of questions on Friday night that should have been answered. There's a whole lot, and I don't know why Sexy Red wants me to talk last night, because the thing was, well, it's too late now. It's too late now. Torch is not there on the panel. Bro Speaks is not on the panel. Peso Man's not on the panel. So how it was already lost when you allowed a drunken idiot like Pastor getting in the way. There was a whole lot of serious things that should have been put on the table, and now from now on he's going to avoid answering these questions. I don't know. I don't understand about black you too. I don't understand it because when it's time to held somebody accountable, it's always somebody getting in the way and, and disrupting before somebody actually answers the question that's being asked. Now, though, the person who wants to ask the question is not going to get is not going to have it resolved because the person who's being questioned knows knows that the questions is not going to be favorable to him or to the people that he claims to be a part of. He or she are a part of. I remember that one time, and this what happened when I'm gonna say this too. This was similar to what happened on the Chad Factor show, right? Chad Factor had Chris Carazon on. Now, I was going to ask Kristen Carazon about, okay, what about your dealings with um, Colin Fleggerty? If y'all don't know who Colin Fleggerty is this guy who wrote the book White Girl Bleeds a Lot, and those right wing racist shit that he talking about black people are inherently violent and so. So I'm trying to ask her a question. And knowing how niggas are, niggas will fuck up a good thing up, right? So as I'm trying to pin her down on why she endorsed that racist book, White Girl Bleeds a Lot, the chat factor, and your boy, the big juggernaut, you know, Uncle Dave, both Chad Factor and Uncle Dave hooping and hollering, was hooping and hollering on the Chad Factor show. Chad booted me off. David Carroll was screaming and yelling and hooping and hollering at Christian Carazon and forced Christian Carazon to leave. Then on top of that, Christian Carazon made it a made it a point. She went live and say all these black men are evil and I'm like, well, niggas, this part of the reason why I don't tag team with you Negroes. There's a reason why I don't talk to you Negroes. That's why though because y'all will fuck up a good thing up. There were some things that could have been resolved that day. There were a whole lot of things that could have been resolved, but no, y'all don't know how to have a conversation. And Pastor he did that same old bullshit that David Carroll and the Chat Factor did all those years ago. So, so yeah, I'm pissed off about that shit. You know, I'm still. I'm gonna say this again. I'm still pissed off about that because that could resolve a whole lot of issues that happened after that. You know, and I'm like MOT. Listen, some of y'all should not be breathing my air. You know, y'all should not be enjoying the sunlight. Some of y'all should not be drinking that cool water. I mean, some of y'all shouldn't be breathing. You're breathing my air. You're wasting my space. You know, that's how I look at it. Get the fuck out the way. I'm telling people. But hey, but I'm not anger man, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Freddie. Because I was pressing her on this issue, but niggas want to talk about, oh man, your white husband. Uh, you're this, you're that. All that juvenile crap. Who cares if she got a white husband? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? What I give a damn about is that book she endorsed. That's the only damn thing I'm trying to get to because like her endorsing a white supremacist book, you know, I'm trying to get up in her head about try to peel open and see what's inside her brain about that. Why? What decisions she made? What led to her decision to endorse that racist ass book? But no, niggas want to do all that. Oh, your white husband and you don't like black men with a white women and all that stupid ass bullshit. Get the fuck out the way, niggas. You got to be smart. All right, you got to be smart. Now I say this that if I was anger man, you these same Negroes would get the hell out the way and allow me or allow him as anger man. This was anger man. Allow anger man to say any shit to come out of his mouth. But y'all like to get up in my way all the fucking time. And no, go ahead and call that jealousy because I'm not jealous because why would I be jealous of a nigga who steal other people's social security numbers? Why should I be why should I be jealous of a nigga who call himself BION? So y'all can miss with that jealousy bull crap. He dressed like an overgrown teenager and shit. Nigga, you over age of 45. I think though, man, you need to start wearing some adult clothes at this point. You look like a 1990s bad boy record album, nigga. Shit, I ain't wore them clothes like that since 1998, motherfucker. Shit, I'm just saying. And and like what me and Full Circle was saying last night or this morning or shit. That was a long ass live stream, but I was telling him, listen, Priscilla is going to destroy Anger Man. It's coming. It's coming, and Anger Man does not see it. That I'm looking at that shit. I'm like, man, you don't see it, Anger Man. You really don't see that people that Priscilla is closing the trap on your ass. I'm like, listen, dude. Listen, Anger Man. No, if I was giving him advice, but I wouldn't give him no this advice. But I'm just saying. I mean, you went after an Asian woman. You got, you know, you went after an Asian woman. Check. Then though you went after Naya, who is a part of the LGBTQ community. Going after her, strike. That's strike two. Then, though you over there harassing Priscilla and talking about her being lesbian, bisexual, and she's a black woman. Well, that's strike three and four. Well, Priscilla is going to add a third, a fifth category into this shit, right? And I said this, and I said this years ago. Black women are not going to take down the black manosphere. All right, what y'all call the sisterhood, they're not going to take down the black manosphere. I'm telling, I know who's going to take them down. There's one little group that Priscilla needed, and Priscilla and this group of women are not going to say anything. See, Priscilla is like a wartime commander, and yes, she's from the United States military. So yeah, so she has leadership accurements and leadership ability. She was an officer, I should say. You know, she ain't no grunt, no private grunt. No, she ain't no private in the United States Army. No, 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 no. She was an officer, so she knows something about she know about leadership, right? So yeah, I'm looking at that trap she laid out for Anger Man, and I'm like, well, I mean, I see it. I don't know why nobody else sees it, but I see it. And I don't laugh at it. But niggas, see, the problem is niggas on this site are very short sighted. A lot of black men on YouTube, especially in this space, have are very short sighted about things. And when I say short sighted, listen, their short sighted is as deep as a sheet of paper, okay? To have no depth in thinking. It's always oh, she wants to make women into lesbians. Y'all can't even comprehend. Like I said, y'all's level of depth, y'all's depth perception is deep as a sheet of notebook paper on the floor. It's that deep. It's barely, you feel barely a dent on the floor. Y'all not deep thinkers in this space. So what's going to take down anger, man? Anti-Asian, anti-LGBTQ, anti-trans, anti-black woman, and finally with like the fifth group, the overarching anti-woman. That's what's going to knock down y'all's YouTube daddy down. And yeah, Freddie, yeah. It's ironic she's trying to distance herself from the hateful divestors because she been supporting the same talking points from with Freddie. See, there would have been no such thing as the divestment movement if I would have had that one-on-one with Karazan about that book Colin February wrote. Because that was a list of questions I want to ask. But niggas want to nig. You know? Niggas want to nig. These so-called I'm a conservative black man, they be acting the most rudeliest people on here. I'm so proper. I'm conservative. No, y'all need to read the definition. What is a conservative? And you're right about this too. And you're right. You're right about this. Anger Man is a lost man in time, dressed like he's Pimp Van Winkle. Yeah, but like I said, Anger Man's days are numbered. All right, it may not be. It might be next week. Might be tomorrow. Next week. Next month. But I think before the November election in 2024, he's done. Okay, it's coming. It's very slow and meticulous. See, everybody think that all this going to happen all at once. Like, oh yeah, it happened. Wait, what was that? Everybody think though it's going to just happen in one fell swoop. Like, okay, no, it's very slow and meticulous. She's closing down on his ass. You know, but niggas on here they're not deep on philosophy. They're not deep when it comes to politics. They're not deep when it comes to any other things that's outside of sex. They are not that deep. You know. Let me see. Hold on. Black conservatives are cool. Hey. Have you saw my community tab? What happened in your girl Dawn what's her name? Um, she's part of the Labor Party, and how the press take her words and then twist the words around. Yeah. We got a lot of coon servers here. Yeah, I know. I've been following y'all's politics. I mean, following y'all's politics, especially that old Braveman. saying a whole lot of anti-black nonsense. Braverman, whatever her name, whatever that Indian woman's name, yeah, and they're right. They want a black face. See, see, see the Conservative Party in the UK and the GOP, they do the same tactic. They need a brown. Oh yeah, you haven't seen it? Okay. All right, but check it out. Check it out. It's one of your PMs from a Britain, and what's name made that video. I know I forgot to sub to his channel. I'm gonna sub to his channel though. But she was right though. But she was right in that video. And this is not just a UK thing. You know, it's not just a UK thing. This is an American problem too. Yeah, her. Um, somebody told me she might be out of a job within the next two months. She might be out of a job in the next 2 months because it's too much pressure on her. But anyway, where was I at? Right? Where was I at? When it comes to the Republican Party and the Conservative Party of the UK, they always do this shit. They always put a black face, a brown face on the camera, like your Thomas Sowell, your uh, um, Walter Williams. Well, it's unfair to talk about Walter Williams because Walter Williams died, so I can't really put him in on it. But you put these black conservative like Candace Owens and Brandon Tate, you put these faces on there, right? And all what they say is, oh, black people this, black people that, black people that. Same way like they do in Great Britain. Same like they do in the UK. You got that woman who is an Indian. You got that black woman who's in the Conservative Party. I forgot her name. Act like racism does not exist. You know, and they always use that whole what about black on black crime in London, as if there's no up there, as if though there's no there's no crime up there in Scotland. There is listen, Scotland is more impoverished than is in England. But you got white on you don't see people talking about well we got white on white crime in Scotland. Really you think so Femi is one. So Femi is one. Damn. Okay. Well, I watched the video. I said, oh okay. I kind of like this channel. I didn't know. I didn't know. I just I saw it. I said, this is an interesting video. You know. Okay. You know. Damn. Really? You gotta cut your dad off? Man. Okay. Well, anyway, man, I gotta cut this short because I'm still tired about last night's live stream. I'm still tired. I just put out my pins out there about people who want to pander and try to use a certain news story to pander, and I refuse to be a pawn in the process. I refuse to be a pawn. So he said Femi is a okay, okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna watch some more of his videos and see what he's. But anyway, I'm gonna jump on off. Y'all be easy, and I see you next time, y'all. I'm out, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Hold on. He said, "Yeah, my dad's suit is lame. Game is man. Come on, man. You can't call your dad that, man. Shit. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Peace."